1800 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Ali Ahmed. First, the headlines. Prime Minister on the occasion of 551st birth anniversary of Baba Guru Nanak Dev Ji has assured the Sikh community that their holy sites in Pakistan will be protected and all possible facilities will be made available to them. Imran Khan has appreciated the interest of international firms for establishment of tourism services in Pakistan. Army Chief has reiterated that Pakistan and China have been standing together all along and their relations will be no different in wake of future challenges. Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly has elected Mohammad Khalid Khurshid as leader of the House. Foreign Minister has said the passage of unanimous resolution on Kashmir by the OIC Council of Foreign Ministers is a triumph of Pakistan. As the world is observing the Day of Remembrance for all victims of chemical warfare today, Indian forces continue to kill Kashmiris by using chemical weapons in the held territory. And now, the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has assured the Sikh community that their holy sites in Pakistan will be protected and all possible facilities will be made available to them. In a video message, he felicitated the Sikh community on the eve of the 551st birth anniversary of the founder of the Sikh religion, Baba Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The Prime Minister said, "We have completely revamped Hassan Abdal railway station to facilitate Sikh pilgrims who come to their sacred site at Panja Sahib." He said all facilities have been provided at the railway station. The Prime Minister made it clear that his government is committed to preserve and protect the holy sites of all religions, including churches, temples, and places relating to Buddhism as well as the Gandhara civilization. Minister for Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony Nurul Haq Qadri says Pakistan is the safest country for minorities to live their lives in tranquility. He was addressing a ceremony held in connection with the 551st birth anniversary of founder of Sikh religion Baba Guru Nanak Dev Ji in Nankana Sahib today. Nurul Haq Qadri said followers of all religions are equal citizens of Pakistan. He said opening of Kartarpur corridor is a gift from the government of Pakistan to the Sikh community. He said all religions of the world have spread the message of love, peace, harmony, brotherhood and tolerance among the masses. Prime Minister Imran Khan has in principle approved setting up of Export Development Board to enhance the exports. The approval was granted during Prime Minister's meeting with his Commerce Advisor Abdul Razak Daud in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister will be the President of EDB while all stakeholders relating to the exports be given representation in the board. Meeting of the EDB will be convened every month in which exporters will be invited so that their problems be solved on priority basis. Executive Chairman of John Menzies, Phil Joning, called on Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad today. During the meeting, various proposals regarding promotion of necessary linkages between aviation and airport services and tourism were discussed. The Prime Minister appreciated the interest of international firms for the establishment of tourism services in Pakistan. Imran Khan said Pakistan is blessed with abundant sites that can be developed into world-class attractions in an eco-friendly and sustainable manner. Proposals regarding establishment of skiing facilities and mountaineering were also discussed. President Dr. Arif Alvi says Pakistan attaches great importance to its relations with Egypt and desires to further promote and diversify bilateral cooperation in all areas of mutual interest. Talking to Pakistan's ambassador-designate to Egypt, Sajid Bilal in Islamabad today, he said both countries enjoy close relations which need to be further strengthened in the areas of trade, culture and defense. The President asked the designated envoy to work for improving the image of Pakistan during his tenure in Egypt. He also asked him to highlight Kashmir issue in the host country, particularly the atrocities being committed by India against the Muslim population of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. This is Radio Pakistan. Chief of the Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa has reiterated that Pakistan and China have been standing together all along and their relations will be no different in the wake of future challenges. He was talking to the Minister of National Defense of China, General Wei Fenghe, in Rawalpindi today. The army chief thanked the dignitary for China's unwavering support to Pakistan on all key issues at regional and international forums. During the meeting, matters of mutual interest, regional security, and enhanced bilateral defense collaboration were discussed. The visiting dignitary acknowledged and appreciated Pakistan Army's sincere efforts for regional peace and provision of secure environment for CPEC projects. Later on, a memorandum of understanding was also signed for enhancement of defense cooperation between both the armies. Minister for Power Division Omar Ayub Khan says the government has spent around 47 billion rupees to revamp power transmission system, which was grossly ignored by the previous regimes. Talking to media along with the Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Petroleum Division, Nadeem Babar, in Islamabad today, he said due to efforts of the PTI government, additional 4,275 megawatt of electricity was transmitted in last 2 years. The minister said the previous government had signed expensive energy agreements to generate costly electricity and ignored refurbishing of the transmission lines. He said a misappropriation of 80 billion rupees has been detected in Nandipur power project. He said Federal Investigation Agency has been asked to investigate into this matter. Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly has elected Mohammad Khalid Khurshid as leader of the House. Election for the leader of the House of Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly was held through show of hands in Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly Hall in Gilgit today. Mohammad Khalid Khurshid got 22 votes, while the opposition-nominated candidate Amjad Hussain secured 9 votes. Speaker Sayyid Amjad Ali Zaidi presided the session. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says the passage of the unanimous resolution on Kashmir by the OIC Council of Foreign Ministers is a triumph of Pakistan. In a statement today, he said 57 member countries of the OIC are accepting Pakistan's stance on the blatant human rights violations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The foreign minister said a false propaganda was done before the session of the OIC Council of Foreign Ministers that Kashmir is not on the agenda of the moot. He said if that was the case, then how did the OIC pass a resolution on Kashmir? Shah Mahmood Qureshi said the next meeting of the OIC Council of Foreign Ministers will be held in Pakistan. Regarding relations with the United Arab Emirates, he said, "We enjoy excellent and strong relations with the brotherly country." As the world is observing the Day of Remembrance for all victims of chemical warfare today, Indian forces continue to kill Kashmiris and destroy their properties by using chemical weapons in the illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. An analytical report released by Kashmir Media Service today said almost all people killed with use of chemical weapons were burnt to such an extent that they were beyond recognition. The recovery of charred bodies of 3 Kashmiri youth, Jahangir Khande, Kifayat Ahmed, and Faisal Ahmed from the debris of 4 houses destroyed by the troops at Bahnu in Pulwama on 4th July 2017 gave an unchallenged proof of the use of chemical weapons. Earlier in a similar action the same year, the troops killed 3 youths at Kakapura in Pampur. The report suggests that Indian Army is emulating Israeli tactics by using white phosphorus bombs to destroy houses of Kashmiris, and it seems that these weapons have been provided by Israel to India. The report said particularly after 5th of August 2019, Indian Army as a policy seizes the bodies of Kashmiri youth killed by the use of chemical weapons during coordinated search operations and buries them in its graveyards to hide the crimes from the world. And finally, the weather report. Mainly cold and dry weather is likely to prevail in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, partly cloudy and very cold in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir. Fog is also likely to prevail in few plain areas of the Punjab during morning hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.